Hello, AfroDJMac here. I'm going to show you how I do my drums live. Let's start with a beat. Here's the audio effect rack I use. It has a low pass filter, which I've mapped to this fader. When it's all the way down, the filter is off. Same thing with the high pass filter. As I move it up, we cut out the lows. Also have a reverb, which is right here. Same thing, it's off all the way down. It turns all the way up to 100%. You can play with these. It's a little ridiculous, but you know, play that to whatever suits your needs. I'll get to this one in a minute. Variable beat. Right now I'll show you the New York compression. Whoops, New York compression. Represent New York City. So what this particular rack here is, it has one chain compressing the living daylights out of that drum sound, another chain doing nothing. So basically you are raising the volume of the compressed sound. It gives it that punch, but maintains the dynamics of the original. You can put this particular rack on any track, like my vocal track, for instance, and it will play around. It'll give you a very compressed version. Also mixed with the regular clean. So, I have a looper, which I'll get to in a few minutes. Delay right here, ping pong delay. I'll show you the rack, the particular effect. Goes all the way up to 100%. Off at 0. Next, I have a wah-wah type thing. Very similar to the compression. I have one channel or one chain that is all being filtered and one that is dry. As you move your knob down, it goes, the mix changes. So you have all filtered and then work in your dry. Nice for breakdowns, you know. It's good with the delay. Even the high pass. Okay. So, let me show you how I use all these beat repeats that are in here. So I map these to a button on my controller, like this one right here. I also map a chorus to it too. I just think it makes everything a little bit cleaner. So each one of these is set to a different duration. Here's 16 1/8 notes and quarter notes, which is this button here. That doesn't work too well. And we also have one that we can change the rate of right here, variable grid. And that's where this knob comes in. So as you move the knob, the grid changes. So let me show you what these guys sound like. You know, we got our 16th, 8th, you know, our quarter, and our variable, which we can play with the knob. I like to keep the button and the knob together so I can do a little, like, you know, that kind of action, kind of glitchy, changes the grid. You know, there it is. That's how I use my beat repeats. I also have a utility here, which I use a button for the mute in case I ever want to just drop out the drums real quick. I can just let it go, drop them out, let them go, drop them out, let them go. Handy thing to have there. I have a looper, which I use to grab a loop. I have one button mapped to this record knob. So now when I hit record again, I have a loop playing. This particular clip now isn't doing anything. I can, with the knob fader, I can change the speed. That's what our looper, that's what our looper speed is doing right there. Good for like, you know, turning off your record player effect. Then you hit clear to clear it all. All right, so let's actually grab another one because I didn't show you about reverse yet. Grab it, then you, my reverse button is also mapped to a button. Push that. It stays on time, it seems like, too, when you just hit your reverse. And there it is. That's the rack. So now let me just show you one more little thing here. You'll notice all these fills. These are all different. This is my, you know, original drum beat. Here's a snare drum fill, and then here's just a whole bunch of different bits of drums, you know, toms, snares, that kind of thing, from some different tracks that I usually work on, so they fit in with the other drum sounds. So what I do is I play, you know, my beat, and then I hit to say my 4-bar snare drum, and it does a fill for me. Or I hit one of these buttons, and I get like something totally random back into something straight. Let me show you how I do that. So the snare drum one, it's all in the launch mode here. So right now I have launch set to legato, which means that it will play the clip in relation to the beats on your master, you know, metronome beat counter, you know, song position. So if this is at 1 beat, 0.4, that's where this thing will also pick up when you hit the snare drum fill. So it just doesn't start right at the beginning. It starts in relation within the clip. And I have it set to 16th quantization. Then I have these guys all set to 16th quantization. And I have certain clips mapped out to keys on my keyboard. And I have the follow action set up. So this has it playing for what is that? That is 1/8 note, I believe. Could be wrong. And it's set up to play any other clip after 1. You know, 1 to 0 is the ratio. So you just set it up 0, 0, 1, and then have this set up at any. And what that will do is it will trigger any other clip after what I think is an 8th note. And I could be wrong. It's kind of hard to tell right there looking at it. But it's giving me a new random drum fill all the time. And my beat will come in right on time. And of course I got my snare drum fill here. It's so useful. Everything comes in on time that way. So this is quantized to the normal global thing, but all these are quantized on 16th notes so that they come in pretty much instantly. And then your beat will come back in on the 1, which is normally how it goes. So I hope that makes sense. I'll put some nice detailed instructions, but that's how I do my drums live. I hope that helps you. I don't know if it's the best way to do it. I like it a lot. I'm sure there's a better way, and if you think of one, let me know. And that might this might inspire you to get some idea. Tell me what you do. It might inspire me, which might then inspire you again. So thanks again for joining me. Have fun with it.